There are some key things that every employer looks for, some key things that everybody's looking for in a job interview. And they're not necessarily as weighted as high as from different types of industries, but right now we're seeing some commonalities among all those different types of jobs. Really what's most important though, and what's weighed the heaviest, is things that are related specifically to the job. You might be a great leader, a great communicator, but if part of your job is to program in a particular programming language and you have no idea how to do that, you're not going to get the job. It just ain't going to happen if that's your specific responsibility. So with anything, think about what's most important to that job and specifically related to that job. But here are some things that are pretty universal concepts that a lot of people are really looking for, and we want to be able to answer and talk to these types of issues because you're going to get questions around these items. One, and they're not in any particular order, but one thing that's always been very important for a long time, of course, is communication and communication skills. Both verbally, how you communicate with somebody one-on-one or possibly public speaking or a group, but also written communication too. Your correspondence, your emails and things that you might be communicating with the company or other types of publications or things that you've written. How you communicate both verbally and written is very important to all employers. Also how you communicate in an interpersonal way and using things like emotional intelligence and how you communicate and understand and relate to others. So communication skills, be ready, you'll see questions around that. Another one is teamwork. Organizations are recognizing the benefits of teams, different viewpoints, diverse viewpoints, working on diverse project teams or interdepartment teams where you might be working with people from other departments if it's in a large organization, or maybe with clients or consultants, whatever it might be. People are working in teams more than ever. Even if you're in a job where you thought, I just have to work on my stuff I do, or in a solitary environment, you're going to find that you're getting sucked into team type stuff more than ever. So being able to talk about teams you've been on and how you contribute to the overall success of a team, whether it's a leadership role or an individual contributor role, is things that are going to come up in the interview process and very important. How good you are as far as in a team situation. Creativity is another thing too. Now obviously, let's say if you're in an artistic field or advertising or something where music, whatever it might be, where creativity is the job, even if it's something that's maybe might seem as mundane as far as accounting or something, there could be an element of creativity. Not that you're going to cook the books or anything, we're not talking about that, but maybe it's creativity in how you generate certain reports, or creativity in how you communicate with the upper management or things that they want to emphasize, or how to put things in a chart that's easier to understand. That might take a creative bent. So companies are looking for creativity at all levels of the organization. Kind of the opposite side, or related to the creativity on the opposite spectrum, so to speak, is critical thinking. How do you think through different types of situations? How do you think critically, that you're just not reacting to stuff, but you've actually shown that you've used your mind and you've used your thoughts to critically think about how to solve organizational challenges and problems. And that's what you want to link to. So how is your critical thinking? A basic thing for interviewing forever is reliability or accountability. Are you going to show up for work? How reliable are you getting your work done? If you make a promise you're going to meet a certain due date, do you do that? Talk about how you maybe have met due dates or even got things done ahead of time. Those are reliability and accountability things that most interviewers are looking for in almost any position. Another thing that's really important is systems thinking, or thinking about processes. Now, if you're a project manager in a position where it's all about the process, that's going to be really, really to the forefront. But in any kind of position, there's usually a process of steps to get work done, to get things done. So they want to know about how you react within certain processes. What is your processes for getting your own individual work done, or how maybe you're helping to get a team work done? So being able to lay out the different types of steps in a process and how you can succeed in that will be important as well. Leadership is another one, a real key thing. And you're thinking, well, I'm not even applying for a manager or a leader type role. But the thing is, organizations are looking for leaders at all levels of the organization, even if you're not necessarily in charge. Organizations are looking for people who have vision, who can really communicate well and communicate that vision. Even if it's on a small thing on how to maybe do a small part of the job better, that's leadership. So any type of thing where you can show how you've led teams, or how you took an initiative, or showed how you helped an organization by your own initiative, or especially working through others, which is really leadership, those are key things. And if you're in a managerial or specifically leadership role, well, that's very, very important, because you're now leading a team of others in a real formal sense, besides just being informally leading people. Problem solving, that's the kind of the name of the game for organizations. Organizations are all about how do we use scarce resources, money, materials, whatever it might be, and then make final products and services and communicate that to the market. Even nonprofit organizations do things like services to help the needy, or to help folks in whatever way, save the whales, whatever it might be. But there's problems to be solved, right? If you're going to save the whales, you got to solve some problems about whalers and people who don't want to save the whales. Maybe they want to eat the whales, for example. So how you work work and identify problems, how you prevent problems, and how you solve problems are very, very important. So think of those three things: problem identification, problem prevention, and problem solutions, and how you contribute to that, and bring those up in interviews. You bring those up and like, I identified this problem with our organization. Here's what steps we did to prevent it from being a further problem. Or here's the steps we took to solve that problem and my role in that. Those are great fertile ground for answering interview questions with real specific and concise information. Lastly, for any organization, even nonprofit organizations, is time and money. When in doubt, if you can help save time and either make money for an organization or save money for an organization, those are key overriding things, business things that are very, very important, right? And so talk about how you save that time or save that money or increase revenue will be important to link that in. So let's think about a nonprofit organization. Like, they shouldn't care about money, right? Well, actually, they really do, because they need money to come in and bringing in money, whether it's maybe from fundraising, for example, so they can use that money to spend on the mission that they might have, a very maybe altruistic mission, but they need money to come in to help support that. And maybe part of your role, or you can show how you do that. Obviously, other positions, like a sales position, is all about bringing revenue in. You're selling goods and services. But in any type of position you have, maybe you're a staff person, you're the accountant, you don't bring money in, but you help manage the money. You help maybe reduce costs, or can share ways that you save the organization time, or you save the organization money. Any types of things that you can do to relate those types of things, saving time, saving money, or bringing money in, and linking that to numerical values will be very impactful no matter what question you might be answering, because you can show specific results and measurable results. So these are some key things that I would say anybody's really looking for, and to be ready for questions around these areas. But what's most important is thinking specific to the job, because some of these factors will be weighted more heavily with a specific job than with others. And then you also have specific things related to the actual job duties too. So be prepared and ready for these key things for everyone, and then think about specifics to the job that you're interested in as well.